Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news. So, guys, if you've been following the 49ers this season, you already know that the team is facing a lot of adversity. With several key players sidelined due to injuries, the team's depth and versatility are being put to the test. And now, there's a major move brewing that could reshape the entire NFC West and quite possibly the 2024 playoff picture. Reports from insiders suggest that the San Francisco 49ers are eyeing a significant upgrade on their defensive front, specifically in their pass rush. The team is apparently in talks to acquire Gary from the Green Bay Packers in a trade that is expected to be completed by the third week of the 2025 season. This isn't just a minor addition. It's a strategic move that signals the 49ers are all in on bolstering their defense, especially their edge rushers, which have been hit hard by injuries this season. Now, let's get into the details of this potential trade, because it's pretty fascinating how this could reshape the division and the playoffs. The Packers, sitting at 3-1-1 and still very much in playoff contention, are prioritizing their wide receiver core right now. They've been trying to boost their offense, which ranks 22nd in yards per game, averaging around 330 yards. With that focus, they're willing to let go of a player like Gary, who's been one of the most impactful edge rushers in the league when healthy. The Packers are also managing their cap space, freeing up around $12 million with this move, which they can reinvest into other areas like their receiving unit or offensive line. But this move doesn't come without risks. Losing Gary could weaken their pass rush by about 12%, which is significant, especially when you consider the volatile nature of the division. The Vikings, for example, have recently seen their pass rush drop after losing Greenard, so the NFC North remains unpredictable. But for the 49ers, this is a game changer. Gary, drafted in 2019 out of Michigan, has been a Pro Bowler and an elite edge rusher when healthy. His 2022 season was outstanding, finishing in the top 15 in PFF grades among edge players, and in 2025 he's been even more dominant. When you look at his stats, they're impressive across the board. He's posted 20 solo tackles, which ranks among the top 25 in the league for defensive ends, and he's got 7 sacks, putting him in the top 5 for sacks on the year. His ability to generate pressure and disrupt the backfield is exceptional. His pressure rate is around 14%, which puts him in the top 15, and he's accumulated 75 pressures so far, placing him in the top 10. His win rate against tackles is roughly 19%, and he's double-teamed only about 26% of the time, meaning he can win against blocks and create chaos for the quarterback. What makes Gary so valuable is not just his raw stats, but his advanced metrics. His EPA, expected points added, per snap is plus 0.18, which is elite for a defensive end and shows how much he contributes to the team's success on a play-by-play basis. His rushing efficiency is also outstanding, with a hurry rate of 14% and a YAC allowed of just 2 yards per tackle. When pressured, quarterbacks complete about 48% of their passes against him, which is among the best in the league. In Week 3 against the Colts, he recorded 5 pressures, a sack, and an EPA per rush of plus 0.19, demonstrating his ability to be a game wrecker on any given play. His career stats include 35 sacks and 50 tackles for loss, with a bend-arc win rate of 60%, which is among the top in the league. His ability to bend the edge and turn the corner is one of his signature traits. Plus, his EPA against the run is 12, meaning he's effective at setting the edge and stopping the run as well. Injuries have slowed him at times. He missed a game due to a knee injury, but overall, his impact when healthy is undeniable. His combination of speed, power, and technique makes him comparable to some of the best edge rushers in the league, like Khalil Mack at his peak. Now, let's talk about the strategic fit for the 49ers. With Nick Bosa out due to an ACL tear, the team has been searching for that reliable pass rusher to complement the duo of Bosa and the emerging talents like Drake Jackson. The addition of Gary could elevate the entire defense by roughly 10 sacks per season, which is a huge boost. His presence would also significantly improve the 49ers' pass rush metrics, increasing their PFF rush grade from around 82.3 to over 88. This would translate into more pressure on opposing quarterbacks, more sacks, and more turnovers, exactly what the 49ers need to push their Super Bowl ambitions forward. The numbers paint a clear picture. Ration Gary versus the 49ers' offensive line, especially compared to players like Floyd, could see a +1.5 pressures per game and a 20% increase in double-team absorption. His ability to win one-on-one matchups would free up other defenders and create chaos for offenses trying to establish a rhythm. When you combine him with Hargrave, who's already accumulated 5 sacks in 2025, the 49ers' interior and exterior pass rush become a nightmare for any quarterback. The duo of Bosa and Gary would form one of the most formidable edge combinations in the league, reminiscent of the dominant 2018 Bears pass rush with Khalil Mack. Ongoing injuries to other key players have tested the depth of the 49ers roster. With players like Ayuk on the physically unable to perform list due to ACL and MCL injuries, Pearsall also sidelined, and Monk on injured reserve with hamstring issues, the team's resilience is being challenged. But this move signals that the 49ers are willing to make bold decisions to stay ahead of the game. Their all-in cap space of around $26 million gives them some flexibility to maneuver and add even more pieces if necessary. Looking at the bigger picture, the impact on the NFC playoff landscape is significant. The odds for the Super Bowl have shifted from +600 to +300, and the 49ers are now the favorites in the NFC at +100. This shift reflects a confidence in their roster's ability to contend, especially with the potential addition of a player like Gary. His presence could be the X factor in key playoff moments, especially against mobile quarterbacks like Matthew Stafford, where rushing the passer effectively can make all the difference. The boost in defensive EPA versus these QBs could be as high as 25%, which is huge for a team that wants to dominate on all fronts. And what does this mean for the division? Well, the Packers are in a tricky spot. They're still confident about making the playoffs, with +3,000 odds in the NFC North, but they're focusing on upgrading their offense, which ranks near the bottom in yards. That leaves their pass rush potentially weaker, which the 49ers could capitalize on if this trade goes through. For San Francisco, this isn't just about adding a talented player. It's about making a statement that they're serious contenders and ready to take that final step. The vision is clear, shoring up their defense to be the top unit in the league and giving themselves the best shot at a Super Bowl run, especially in a division that's becoming more unpredictable by the week. Overall, this potential trade symbolizes a strategic pivot for the 49ers. It's about maximizing their window for championships, leveraging their cap space, and making bold moves to stay one step ahead of their rivals. With Ration Gary's elite talent and the team's current trajectory, there's a real possibility that this move could be remembered as one of the most impactful in recent franchise history. Shanahan's defense, already among the best in the league, could become even more formidable, turning the 49ers into a true juggernaut for the rest of the season and into the playoffs. The NFL landscape is always shifting, but right now, the 49ers seem poised to lead the charge toward another Super Bowl appearance, driven by this bold, calculated move to bring in a game-changing talent like Gary. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And folks, I want to hear from you now. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think Ration Gary is the missing piece that could take the 49ers over the top? How will this impact their chances in the playoffs and their rivalry with other NFC contenders? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the San Francisco 49ers. And remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, more analysis, and all the latest news. So stay tuned, 49ers fans, because the best is yet to come.